Some of the world's most brilliant inventions didn't start with a eureka moment. They started with oops. From sticky notes to chocolate chip cookies, American inventors have accidentally changed the world, sometimes by burning something, spilling something, or just being curious enough not to throw their mistake away. Today, we're diving into 10 everyday things invented completely by accident in America, and every single one of them is 100% real. 1. The chocolate chip cookie, 1930. Let's start with everyone's favorite mistake. In the 1930s, Ruth Wakefield, owner of the Toll House Inn in Massachusetts, ran out of baker's chocolate for her cookie recipe. So she chopped up a bar of semi-sweet chocolate, thinking it would melt evenly into the dough. Spoiler, it didn't. Instead, she pulled out golden cookies dotted with gooey chunks of chocolate. The first ever chocolate chip cookies. Nestlé loved the idea so much they made a deal. Ruth got a lifetime supply of chocolate and America got its favorite dessert. 2. The Post-it Note, 1968. The humble Post-it note, born from failure. In 1968, Dr. Spencer Silver, a chemist at 3M, was trying to make a super strong adhesive. Instead, he made one that was barely sticky at all. Years later, his colleague Art Fry got annoyed when his paper bookmarks kept falling out of his church hymnal, and remembered Silver's failed glue. They put it on small pieces of paper, and boom, Post-it notes were born. 3. The ice cream cone, 1904. The ice cream cone was literally a last-minute fix at a fair. At the 1904 World's Fair in St. Louis, an ice cream vendor ran out of dishes. In the stall next to him, a Syrian pastry maker named Ernest Hamwi was selling thin waffle-like pastries called zalabia. Thinking fast, he rolled one up into a cone shape and handed it over as an edible bowl. People loved it. And just like that, the ice cream cone became an American classic. 4. The microwave oven, 1945. You're not going to believe this one. In 1945, American engineer Percy Spencer was testing radar equipment for Raytheon when he noticed the chocolate bar in his pocket melted. Instead of running away, like most of us would, he experimented, pointing radar waves at popcorn kernels which popped instantly. A few years later, the first microwave oven hit the market. It was the size of a refrigerator and cost over $5,000. Now it's in every kitchen, all thanks to one melted candy bar. 5. The Band-Aid, 1920. All great inventions start with love and a few cuts. In 1920, Earl Dixon, a cotton buyer for Johnson & Johnson, noticed his wife kept cutting herself while cooking. He wanted to help, so he stuck small pieces of gauze onto tape and covered them with crinoline to keep them sterile. Johnson & Johnson mass-produced the design, and the Band-Aid was born. Millions of scrapes later, we still owe it to one thoughtful husband. 6. The Super Soaker, 1989. Here's a modern one that also started as a whoops. Lonnie Johnson, a NASA engineer from Alabama, was working on a new type of heat pump. One of his prototype tubes accidentally shot a powerful jet of water across the room. Instead of drying up the idea, he turned it into the Super Soaker, one of the best-selling toys in history. Since then, Johnson has earned over $1 billion in sales and used his success to fund renewable energy research. 7. Coca-Cola, 1886. Believe it or not, America's most famous drink was never meant to be a soda. Pharmacist John Pemberton in Atlanta was mixing a syrup meant to treat headaches. He accidentally combined it with carbonated water instead of plain water. People loved the taste, and soon the formula became known as Coca-Cola. Pemberton had no idea he'd just created a global empire, or that his medical syrup would become the world's favorite soft drink. 8. Vaseline, 1859. Sometimes, an invention starts with a mess. In 1859, Robert Chesbrough, a young chemist, was visiting Pennsylvania oil fields. He noticed workers were using a sticky residue from oil rigs to heal cuts and burns. He took samples, refined them in his lab, and turned them into a smooth gel, calling it Vaseline. It became a staple in American homes and hospitals for over a century. 9. Play-Doh, 1955. One of America's most beloved toys was supposed to clean walls, not entertain kids. In the 1950s, Noah McVicker made a dough-like substance for removing soot from wallpaper. But when coal heating faded, the product became useless. Then a teacher noticed her students loved sculpting with it. The company rebranded, added colors and a scent, and Play-Doh became a household name. 10. The Popsicle, 1905. Finally, the invention that proves kids really can change the world. In 1905, 11-year-old Frank Epperson from San Francisco mixed soda powder and water, left it outside overnight with a stick in it, and woke up to a frozen treat. He called it the Epsicle, later renamed Popsicle by his kids. A century later, Americans eat over 2 billion of them every year. From the chocolate chip cookie to the microwave, these happy accidents prove that sometimes the best ideas don't start in a lab. They start when curiosity meets a mistake. So the next time something goes wrong, don't toss it out. You might just be holding the next big American invention. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell for more real stories of American creativity and weird history that actually happened.